1708, Bach took up the position of court organist in Weimar. The ruler of Weimar, Duke Wilhelm Ernst, was a strict, ascetic, and devout Lutheran who tolerated only the most rigid Orthodox Lutheranism in his dukedom, so that religion and the church were the axes around which all activity revolved. The Duke was so strict that only men who could read and comment on Lutheran theology were admitted into his armed forces. An atmosphere of austerity was prevalent to the degree that not a glimmer of light was visible about the castle after 8 p.m. on winter nights and 9 p.m. on summer ones. Duke Ernst August, Wilhelm Ernst's nephew, and eventual heir, on the other hand, preferred a life of wine, women, and especially song. So it was inevitable that the two dukes, uncle and nephew, became engaged in a vitriolic and lifelong feud. Enmeshed in that feud, it came to pass that Bach and all the court musicians were forbidden at the pain of a fine of 10 thalers, that's about $75 in today's money, to play at Ernst August's castle. But Ernst August loved Bach and always rewarded him well. So when Bach performed a cantata in honor of the younger Duke's birthday, he succeeded at infuriating and alienating Wilhelm Ernst. Then, when the present concertmaster died and the position became available, Bach was purposefully and insultingly passed over in favor of a far less qualified applicant, an insult Bach was unable to ignore and refused to forgive. In 1716, Ernst August married the Princess Eleonore Wilhelmina. Naturally, among the guests was her brother, Prince Leopold of Anhalt-Köthen, the young ruler of a tiny and hitherto insignificant principality. Leopold was himself a fine bass singer and a pretty good viola da gambist, and when he heard Bach, he knew he had found a one-of-a-kind musician and composer. So in August 1717, the prince offered Bach the position of concertmaster on very favorable terms, and Bach enthusiastically agreed. One would be forgiven to imagine that the story of Bach's Weimar sojourn ends here, but, and I quote from the Weimar town records, on 6th November, the late concertmaster and organist Bach was arrested in the justice's room on account of his obstinately insisting upon his resignation being accepted at once, and was finally set free on 2 December and notified that he had been ungraciously allowed to resign. Duke Wilhelm Ernst arrested and threw him in jail for a month because Bach requested that he be allowed out of his contract. While not as only running with the law, this episode is the only one that actually landed him in jail.